Why did I choose solar? Well, it makes sense nowadays. Environment, of course, but later on, there's a lot of doors that'll open you know that'll come in along with once you have solar panels on your roof, possibly batteries to go maybe be off grid one day. But I really wanted to do solar, for a lot of reasons. Economically, it makes sense, but for the independence later on of possibly not relying on the electrical grid is one of my motivators. I did. I shopped around. Online. I didn't do a whole lot of extra. Once I had heard from a few clients that Steve was the man, I met with him and thought he would be terrific. So his other installations are good, and that certainly was my experience. Yeah, Solar Associates really stood out as being, a company that would go above and beyond and really treat a customer right. But the knowledge backing, he's done so much of this work that there's no surprise he hasn't seen. So we certainly found that out on my job, where there were a few interesting problems that we ran into. My home didn't have, there was an illegal addition on my home, and so we had substandard roof trusses, and he went way above and beyond to make sure that the engineering specs were met, and now I have a better roof out of the deal, so pretty happy on a few fronts with the outcome. I didn't think it might go ahead at all at one point, so real happy about that. Yeah, the installation was on time. He managed to let me know when each stage was going to happen. So working through it, there were no surprises. I expected the panels to show up, so I had room in the yard for them, and it went really on time and on cue. So no problem there at all. It was actually smooth operation. I would recommend solar to others. It just makes sense to go solar today with what we know about the environment, but also, like I said, looking ahead. If you're a solar producer, you're going to have certain rights that your neighbor might not. There's a lot of people that are solar already that haven't gotten in when there was a chance. So some of the incentives were. And still are quite incredible. So it's a good time to get in. Yeah, Solar Associates is, he's the best there is around, and like I said before, his organizational skills, his ability to get it done and stay on track, and no surprises at all. And he's devoted to the solar industry 100%. It's not a sideline for him, so I would definitely recommend Solar Associates. Yeah, so there's been some cloudy, times. I thought maybe that the production might be a little bit low, and I mean, Sudbury is a sunny city, so in the long term, I've noticed that we're above by a margin the predictions. So I'm quite happy with that aspect also. Anybody that's thinking about solar production for their home, his experience goes above and beyond what you might expect. He's very interested in the outcome. your outcome, actually. I expect that he'll be around for a very, very long time in this trade, doing these installs. So he's your man. See him first if you're going to look at solar, because you'd have a real good baseline understanding of what you're about to get into if you're thinking of solar production.